And we're back live at the 2018 Windward Island Games. And we just discussed the point standing, right? We noticed something quite interesting. We had Grenada with 148 points, St. Lucia with 125 points, second, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines 124. Notice that St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 1 point separate them. And we would remember earlier in the 1500 meters that young athlete from St. Vincent and the Grenadines stepped off the track. It was confirmed that he was disqualified. He was at that point in third place, which is 6 points. Meaning if he was not disqualified,
we would have been third.
We would have been third and St. Vincent and the Grenadines would have been second.
Yes.
We could take it a step further instead. Had he continued the race, he would have won the race and received the entire 9 points. And again, he would have been in,
if my math
in second place.
9 plus 4 is what?
13, yeah. So we would have been
30.
Yeah, they would have 141.
Tied with,
not tied, but even closer to Grenada. They would be only behind Grenada by a few points.
About 5 points.
Just about those. So remember, we said every point counts. It does.
This is starting to look like a cricket match.
It is really close. Nerve-wracking. Everyone is running hectic. We could see the energy in Camp St. Vincent and the Grenadines is slightly irritated because they claim that the bell wasn't rung early enough to notify the athlete that it was indeed the last lap. So we have a little bit of tension going on back and forth. We have some rule books being taken out saying, hey, this is the rule, this is what's supposed to happen. This didn't happen. So at the end of the games, if it does come down to be just a few points, 1, 2, 3, 4 points, even 5 points, we will see a protest. We will see some sort of revision of that race in order to rectify the current issue.
Now, we had drama a while ago with disqualification. We are setting another record. We have a double bubble.
Double bubble, eh?
This time it is in high jump and long jump.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a double bubble in high jump and long jump?
Not exactly.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, unofficially, of course.
All right.
A young gentleman from the Spice Island took home high jump at 2 meters. 2 meters.
That is quite impressive. It is.
And the long jump at almost 650 in the jump unofficially.
That is great jump.
Ladies and gentlemen, a double bubble on he is
definitely one to look out for.
Yes, he was.
In the future.
What is more outstanding for him, well, for me, is that he left high jump to come do long jump, set a record, well, not a record, ladies mark, then went back to high jump and won high jump.
Yeah, because those two events were happening simultaneously, long and high. So he was going back and forth between long and high, and he won both of those events.
Yes, unofficially, of course, unofficially. We're waiting for him. He's supposed to come across to get an interview, but I was surprised at this because, I mean, I saw him come across, and I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, what? He said, oh, he needs to leave to go to high jump. I'm like, what? That is so tough on your legs, ladies and gentlemen, because long jump has a run-up, right? For those of you who do not know.
They both have run-ups, actually.
Right.
One is curved and one is a straight run-up.
Right, and he has to hit a board and enter a sandpit, which means you have a lot of flexion going on.
Exactly. And more than likely, he jumps off the same leg, which is the right leg.
Right.
Meaning that's a lot of pounding on the right leg for both long and high, because you take off one leg
foot,
for both of these events, 1 foot, right?
Also,
for both of those events.
What I noticed about this athlete is that he didn't use the board.
Oh,
he did not. No, he didn't miss the board. He does not use the board.
Oh, he does not use the board.
I was confused. I'm telling you,
that
he does not use the board. So
that is quite interesting. Oh, am I the board?
Yes, he's the board. So the board is here, and this gentleman steps right here.
Steps before the board.
Enters the pit.
And by doing that, he actually reduces the amount of distance that he covers, because the distance is taken from the board to where you land in the pit. So by him jumping before the board, he's probably losing a few centimeters by doing that.
Yes, he is. He definitely is. But I mean, it is quite interesting to see that. Look at what he's making without the board.
Exactly. Falesipi uses the board. And not just that, also the board tends to have a little bit of thrust to it, a little bit of energy that you could gain, a little spring, right? You could gain from that board and to power you up or power your momentum throughout the jump. But also, the 200, the high jump, he also broke the record.
Yes.
Track enthusiasts will know an athlete by the name of Kirani James, who actually participated in the Windward Island Games. So these games were sort of a launching pad towards his career, and we all know what he was able to accomplish in the 2012 Olympics and the 2016 Olympics. He was medalist, the champion in 2012, and was able to medal in 2016. So you just never know. Even at these games, we are already fostering or already harboring, potential, right? Great potential athletes towards the future. We are here cultivating them right now. Cultivate, that's the work I was looking for. Cultivating them right now.
Oh, right now we have javelin.
Yes, we have the women javelin going on. And also we have the medal ceremony going on right over there. Medal ceremonies.
Right? So, we have coming across soon, hopefully, is Miss Kelsey, the Grenadian I was telling you about.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me prepare you for what you're about to see. This young lady is only 16 years old.
Wow.
Only 16 years old.
Only 16 years old.
So
okay.
we have quite. Oh, here she comes.
Here she comes.
And it's going to be quite interesting because, well, you might have to look up.
You can come. You can come.
Welcome. Stand in the middle.
You can stand in the middle. Hi, can you just state your name for us, please?
My name is Kelsey Muriel Ross.
Okay.
And I am from Grenada, the Spice Island, Grenada.
Spice Island, nice. And what events did you participate in today?
I participated in the Open Shot Put Girls and the Open Discus Girls.
And I see you have a gold medal around your neck. What event is that for?
Shot Put.
Shot put, all right. How was the competition today for you?
It is okay. The weather is nice.
Yeah, lovely weather.
And hopefully we win more trophies.
More trophies, right? Because you guys are actually the defending champion, right?
We are the defending champion for 9 years.
9 years straight, right?
Yeah.
That is quite impressive, ladies and gentlemen. 9 years straight, Grenada has dominated these games. But you guys are in St. Lucia, and we will definitely put up a fight.
Yes, and we will put up a bigger fight.
My, she said a bigger fight. I'm slightly intimidated right now, and I'm not even competing.
Now, before you leave, tell us. I know you have a career in netball as well. So what are your views for the netball team this year?
The netball team, I hear that St. Lucia is coming out for us.
We are, yes,
but we are prepared and we are ready to take back our trophy.
Right.
Take back.
Take back, yes. Take back, right. This is the type of energy, this is the type of competition that we encourage, and we thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, it's my honor.
Yeah. All the best for the rest of the game.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you too. There we added Kelsey. She is a woman.
No words. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you see? You're taller than me, so it wasn't that bad. But
I know. I had to look up also. But she's a very powerful athlete, as we see. She had the gold medal for the shot put. I believe she also won the discus also.
No,
she didn't.
Sadly, she did not win the
discus.
discus.
Wow.
She placed fifth. However,
Oh.
she did say that that's not her sport.
It is not her event.
Not her event.
Okay. I mean, with all that power, she should try to go into the discus. You know, it's another throwing event. I believe she'll do very well once she could master the technique. However, that's the thing about the discus.
Right.
It's all about the technique and maintaining control of the implement.
It also has to do with what your coach puts you through, because when you're young, they start you on one sport and then they keep you there. So maybe she has not been introduced properly to discus.
Yeah.
But I do see a future for her in both, because
absolutely, I do. And here we have another Grenadian athlete coming in. I believe he was the winner for the long and triple jump. Is that it?
the double bubbler.
Come on right in, double bubbler. Can you just state your name for us, please?
My name is Kenny Hosford.
Beg your pardon?
Kenny Hosford.
Kenny Hosford. Kenny, how is it trying to do both the long jump and the high jump at the same time?
Well, it was a bit difficult because I have to move from event to event.
Right.
But still I have to keep my focus. So I did it.
And that you did very well, because you were able to be victorious in both of those events.
Yes.
How was your preparation and training for those events?
Well, my preparation and training was to go to the stadium and jump as much as possible, because we don't get to use the stadium as much.
Yeah.
So I take advantage of the time.
Right.
And I come here and luck I came first in my events.
Yeah, and you're taking advantage of that time. Clearly paid off. Your hard work and dedication clearly played off today. Was that a record in the high jump?
I'm not too sure because no one told me about the record in the high jump, but that one of my best jumps. So
it is your best? It's your personal
no,
best?
not my personal.
Oh, not your personal best?
Yes.
Wow, there's more. There's still more. That is quite impressive, man. That is indeed. And for the long jump, was that your best also?
No, it wasn't.
You holding back on us, man. Come on, you holding back. I'm here telling the folks at home that we want to see the best competition and you here holding back.
Well, look, I'm not an discus athlete either, but I went out and showed the source, so I was in the sun approximately whole day.
What did you place in the discus?
Fourth.
Fourth? Okay, still points. Wow, you're just racking up the points today, man. Just racking up points. Yeah.
That's 18 plus what?
Fourth is 4 points. So that's 22 points. All by yourself.
yourself.
That is quite impressive, man. Great. Do you have any other events coming up?
No. Other sports.
Other sports. What other sports do you play?
Basketball.
Oh, you play basketball also?
What
Makes
don't you
sense
do?
because you're a jumper, so you have that air. But that's really impressive.
Yeah.
All the best for the rest of the games. We look forward to seeing you in basketball later on.
Yeah, thank you all very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, there you have it. Another phenomenal athlete from Grenada. He does the long jump, the triple jump, the discus, the basketball. He does everything pretty much. Everything.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up on the volleyball court.
Possibly, he probably can. He probably can play volleyball. And it's very interesting to have these games at this time in those athletes' ages, because you tend to be more flexible in terms of the things that you could do before you go out and specialize into one event. So at the Windward Island Games, you see a lot of athletes, they play multiple sports. So usually you play basketball and volleyball, you do track and netball or track and something else.
Well, it's better if you do more than one, but it's ideally best for you if you do one. I'll be honest, sorry. I have to say that because from personal experience, having to do 3 sports, it's hard.
I'm sure it is.
It's hard. And he's going to do basketball. I'm sure he's going to end up on the volleyball court.
Possibly.
Maybe the football. They always
switch and intermingle different sports. But I hope for his sake and for track's sake that he sticks with track and field, because he has jumped phenomenal today. So I hope he sticks with track and field.
Can you imagine? It's not his best.
Not even his best. 2 meters.
Not his best.
It's like, nah, it's not my best today, I can't do the Grenadian accent.
Snap. It's like,
But he was like, no, I just came out here to win, and that's what I did. That's exactly what he wanted to do. He came out to win. He executed. He won. That's all he needed to do.
Yes, and he did it. As you could see, he was okay. He was satisfied with what he did.
Yeah.
So you need to see that in athletes. When you don't see that in athletes,
it's demoralizing.
Yes, it
I would
is.
be satisfied. 2 gold medals in the bag. What more do you want?
But still, it wasn't his best.
Yeah.
So some athletes tend to get down on himself, but he was good. He was happy with what he did. So
Exactly.
I'm happy.
I mean, given the situation. Okay, I mean, given the situation, it is perfectly fine for him to feel satisfied with his performance. But we're gonna head over now to the long jump. We currently have the women long jump. Oh, keep talking. Oh, he said keep talking. Oh. We're gonna keep talking with the long jump in the background, however. So the long jump is a power event, speed/power event. You run up to the board, you make sure you step on the board. If you step beyond the point in the board, you are gonna be disqualified. If you jump and you step outside of the pit for whatever reason, before hitting the sand, you are also going to be disqualified.
Don't say you are going to be disqualified, because
The athletes,
no, but we just had track and field. Well, track where
Track,
the person is disqualified.
Right.
Say the jump is disqualified.
Well, the jump is disqualified. Yeah.
Because some people might think that the person will not be able to jump anymore. So
Oh, that is a good point. It's not the individual being disqualified. It is the jump, however. Good catch. The jump is disqualified. But if you do miss all 3 of your jumps, technically you become disqualified, because you would have no mark and you cannot receive any points for your team. So you need to get at least 1 jump in so you can score points. If you miss all 3 jumps, you are disqualified and you have no points.
that is very, very true. And
So it's
keep in
always
mind-
good.
Always keep in mind that it's not your first jump,
Right.
it's your best jump.
It's your best jump that counts. White flag means the jump is good. Red flag means the jump is no good. Again, you have 3 attempts to jump the best possible jump that you can. The best jump, the jumper with the furthest jump, will be the winner of the overall event.
You know what? You know what hurts me the most? Well, not hurts me, but you know that feeling that you see the kids jump and then they tie, and there's no tiebreaker because you just have 3 jumps and that's it. You're like, ugh.
It's rare that you get a tie in jumping. It's extremely rare to get a tie in jumping.
But it has happened.
It has, of course, it has happened. It has happened. And we also have female javelin going on all the way in the background. Again, javelin is one of the more awkward sports or more awkward disciplines, I would say, rather, in track and field. You have to go full force, full speed, and then stop on a dime and pelt the javelin. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very taxing and demanding on the body. A lot of javelin throwers tend to have a barrage of injuries. Shoulder, hips, elbows, knees, ankles, just because of that jerking motion in order to get the javelin as far as you possibly can. I think, if anything, javelin may need to be revised to be less demanding.
How are you going to revise it?
Just let them run and throw.
It can. Like every other field event, there's a mark that you cannot cross.
Exactly, a mark you cannot cross.
But you know those people, the kids who grew up pelting stones to catch mangoes, they have no problem.
That is true. They just stand and deliver. Yeah. You can stand and deliver if you want in the javelin, but that extra momentum from running allows the javelin to go even further. So it is better to have a running throw opposed to just a standing throw, which you will see most of the athletes, they have a standing throw. And also another interesting thing about javelin is that the mark is taken only from the line. So suppose you throw a meter before the line, it doesn't count. You just shot yourself a meter. That's why the athletes try to run up as close as they possibly can to that line and then pelt the implement for it to go as far as possible.
You missed one thing. One incipient.
What did I miss again? Tell me, please.
Balance.
Balance?
If you get so close to that line and you be like, the motion of going forward and...
Yeah, you do need balance because you have to stop all your forward momentum on a dime and then throw.
You're running forward and then you just stop. No, nobody just stops. You need to do something to counter the energy that you're throwing through the javelin. Now, a lot of people are going to think I throw. No, I don't throw. No, I might.
You could possibly throw. There is another technique, right? There's this one ingenious guy. His I can't remember what country he's from, right? But before he throws the javelin, he throws his entire body forward. So he lands on his chest. I kid you not, this is how he throws. He runs all the way until he gets about 2 to 3 meters before the line. He pelts the javelin and he throws down his body to the ground. So he lands on his chest.
That will be his
He lands on his chest. Yeah, that is his push through. So we have here some revised scores. That is all the same. Oh, they just gave us.
No, that's not us.
It's not us. Okay. So this is new point system that we have. So let's start from the female. I'm going to go from the female. For the females, in first place, we have St. Vincent and the Grenadines with 94 points. In second place, we have Grenada, this is the female side, with 76 points. In third place, we have St. Lucia with 72 points. And in fourth place, we have Dominica with 47 points. And on the men's side, right, we have Grenada in first place with 95 points. St. Lucia in second place with 76 points. Grenada in third place with 68 points. And Dominica in fourth place with 55 points. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go so fast. And the overall standings as of now, we have Grenada in first place with 171 points. St. Vincent and the Grenadines overtaking St. Lucia for second place. I know, oh my goodness. With 162 points. And we have St. Lucia in third place with 148 points. And Dominica in fourth place with 102 points.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, like we just said, St. Vincent is out to prove a point.
Out to prove a point.
Previously, after 13 events, we were second place.
We were, yeah.
And we had 1 point different.
1 point different.
1 point different.
1 point.
Now, St. Vincent has gone with a 9 point difference for second place. Imagine, all they need pretty much is to win 2 events.
Yeah, it is. It is. And they will be able to secure. So they're only behind Grenada by 9 points. I think that's what you meant by 9 points.
Yes,
they're actually behind Grenada by 9 points. Now again, we come back to the 1500 meters, which was the young man was disqualified. He was clearly first. So if he did indeed finish that race in first place, he would have gotten 9 points. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada would have been tied for first place with 171 points.
Which has never
would you look at that?
History.
Would you look at that?
In the history.
In the history.
Been heard for the past 9 years.
Past 9 years, Grenada has been dominating, absolutely dominating the games, track events, and the games in general. But as we see St. Vincent trying to prove a point, and just behind by 9 points, we still have some events going on. So hopefully in those events they could pull through. We also have St. Lucia still in third place, 148 points. We still look relatively poised to take second place if we have a strong outing in the remaining events.
Well, we only have the long jump girls. We have, triple jump. I heard triple jump.
Yes, we have triple jump boys. We have the 4x1 male and female and 4x4 male and female.
So that leaves us
still left
6
to go.
events, ladies and gentlemen. And best case scenario, we take first and second in all the 6 events.
If possible, yeah.
We will take 6 by 9 is how many?
6 9s, 63. Why are you trying to put my math odd? 6 by 9, sorry, 54. You see, look at this. Yeah. I'm in English mode right now. I'm in English mode right now. Math is English, yeah.
Yes, it is. Anyway, back to what we're saying. So that's 54 points guaranteed if we take first place, right?
Right,
that would put us where? That would put us at 90 called 200 points.
Yeah, providing these are hypotheticals, right? Hypotheticals. We have to dominate every event from here on out in able to secure a victory.
And the other teams have to come a place after 5th.
A place after 5th, that is true.
A place after 5th will give you less points. So.
It is beginning to look like a tall order against St. Lucia for the victory in the track and field event. Nevertheless, we are still supportive of our athletes. We will continue to support them 100%. Team St. Lucia, we want to see competitive races and events all the way throughout. And this is what makes it competitive. The fact that everyone knows it's a point system. Everyone knows you have to score points to be able to win. So everyone is out there laying it down to score those points.
Now, I know that we said that everyone is there, but I continue to stick to my theory that St. Vincent is out extra. We have 200%, ladies and gentlemen, 200. Because you look at the comeback.
Yeah.
9 points.
The comeback is real. It is real. It is real. You would right now you would feel like this is St. Vincent and the Grenadines' home ground. The way they're competing is like, yo, this is our spot. We're about to show out every other island. We don't care what country we're in right now. We're about to show out and show up.
It's like they never left home. It's like, your thought, no, it's all mine.
I mean, in hindsight, they're really close to us. They're just, a few miles in that direction to the south. So it's like they're practically home if you think about it.
Nonetheless.
Like a stone throw away, maybe?
A javelin throw away.
Javelin throw away, right.
That reminds me, we have Alvin Reynolds on the ground somewhere.
He's somewhere around. The record holder, St. Lucian record holder for the men's javelin. He's somewhere around. He's also set to compete in the Casco Games down in Colombia. All the best to him. We also have Laverne Spencer heading down there of track and field, and Sandisha Antoine, who is based in Martinique. She's also going to be heading down to represent St. Lucia. We also have some other athletes in the sport of swimming and boxing. I don't know all their names, but we have a nice contingency, a nice team going down there to represent. So all the best to them down there in Colombia at the Casco Games. And we're about to have the 4x100 meters event. So in this event, we're going to have one team from each country. St. Vincent, Grenada, Dominica, and St. Lucia, one team. And they're going to do battle in the 4x100. It's about to be exciting.
Yes, it definitely is. And if we can see, we have our double bubbler from St. Lucia.
Double bubbler.
She is in the 4x1. I'm hoping that she'll be the last leg. I'm not hoping, I'm assuming.
It all depends, on the other teams.
Right.
It is crucial for us to get a strong start and a strong finish. But I think the finish is always more important in those races. So let's see what leg they put her on.
What also is interesting, we have a shot put thrower in there,
wow.
Miss Joy.
Okay.
695, that's her number.
Yeah.
She plays fifth, I believe, in shot put, which is good because she's a relatively new athlete. And I like the exposure for her. We also have Miss Blueberry's Maya.
Right.
So we have a strong team. I've seen Joy run a 100. Joy is lit.
Yeah, she is. All right. Wonderful.
She will blaze for you. The only person I'm not too sure of is the other young lady, which makes up our team, and from what I've heard, she's good as well. So we are looking forward to quite a competitive 4x1, providing no injuries.
No injuries, and not just injuries, but the exchange. The thing about the 4x1 is the execution of the exchanges. You need to have a perfect battle execution to maintain that momentum throughout the entire lap. That's where a lot of teams tend to mess up just a little bit. If the execution isn't done to perfection, the momentum the previous runner has, it just dies. It just dies. And it's almost like restarting the race again. It's like another jolt of energy, and that takes away time. You want to have a fluid motion throughout the entire race. An absolute fluid motion will secure the victory for whichever team could pass the baton to the best that they can.
I believe that 4x1 or any relay is one of the most difficult, most coordinated event that track has.
It is.
Compared to any other event there is, the javelin, the shot put, anything else. Why? Because it has so many variables. It's not just you.
Exactly.
If your implement is you and your implement and of course the environment. But right now you have 4 other persons.
3 of them.
Well, 3 other persons plus yourself, and implement, plus the weather, plus the competitors right next to you. I mean, like, there's so many variables right there. So it's all about your confidence, your mindset, and keeping on what you want to do, what you have to do. It's a lot.
And not just that, also communication is key, because you have to let your partner know, right, when you pass in the battle. So when you're about to pass, because your partner is face forward and her motion is forward. So we could do a small demonstration. So this is the battle, right? As you come in, you have to hint to your runner, stick. Usually they say stick. When they say stick, the battle is then passed to your teammate and she continues. And that is the technique that they usually use. So you would see some of the athletes, they tend to put tape down to determine where they need to take off. So remember, each runner has, so from the first one, they have a running start and they use that momentum to carry throughout the entire race. So you lay the tape down. Once your partner passes that tape, you begin in a running motion and your partner passes that baton to you whilst you are running to continue the race. It is extremely technical. You need to have perfect communication, coordination, all that good stuff.
Everything, but what you miss, you always miss. You always be missing something.
Can't make me look like it.
The zones. People don't know about the zones.
Oh, zones, yeah.
It's very important. You need to be able to pass your baton between a specific zone.
Yeah.
It's marked in red on the fuel. Depends on the track. On our track, it's marked in red. So what, as Michael was just saying, what they do is that they put their tape down behind the red zone, so that they start their run up, so they don't go too fast right away. And then they have to collect within the zone, or else it's a disqualification for the team.
Right.
So I mean, there's way too much in here. Look at all of these things you have to. What if you go too fast? What if you go slow?
From the experience, you should know that you shouldn't pass zones, and not just that. They practice this a lot. They practice the hands off. They practice, the coordination and all that stuff a lot. So by now, it should be just muscle memory, but sometimes teams still tend to mess it up.
In this area, it's not your normal team. You have to remember, these are athletes that are pulled together.
Yeah.
It's not all the time you get straight athletes. So you have persons who don't necessarily run the 4x1. Yeah. So then you have to learn your passes all over.
It's true,
or
but
you have people from different teams.
I'm sure they would have practiced enough, significantly enough, hopefully enough. Because we out there, they all want to win, they all want to do well.
Our double bubbler is actually the second leg. I was spying her. I was like, where's she going?
So we put her, she's in lane 2, that is Kimani, the winner of the 200 and the 400 meters. She's on the second leg, so look out for her in the backstretch. St. Lucia, however, is in lane 6, like you said, lane 6. So look out for us in lane 6. We also see Grenada in lane 4, a strong contingent, usually have a very strong team. But St. Vincent has been the powerhouse for today, we could say, and they definitely will be looking to take this win.
Isn't that the young lady from the 400?
It is actually. She's in there. She did say she have the 4x1. A lot of the athletes, they tend to double, so she did say. So let's see what she could do.
She's quite a strong athlete because she is composed. After she left here, she remained composed. Yeah. Most of our athletes had to go lie down.
And she looks ready. She looks pretty ready for this race.
She's game on. She's like,
she's focused.
I'm not even worried.
She's like, we need to get this.
Yeah, let's get this over and done.
Yeah.
So I could go home, get pretty, come to the opening ceremony.
Right.
Wow. When I grow up, I want to be just like her. Yep.
I think you've grown up. I'm sorry, I had to burst your bubble. All right, the music is about to lower down. The music is about to lower down so we could get the beginning of this race.
Can I disappear?
Can you disappear? I think. So again, we have St. Vincent in 3, Grenada in 4, lane 5, Dominica, and lane 6, St. Lucia. What you gonna do? I think we're still on live TV.
Oh.
Give me mine. Oh, let me see. We should have one there.
Don't have a new one.
I think they're on the long one. Shifting it? But we wouldn't get the fit. You don't even look in. First exchange in the 4x100 meters. And St. Lucia, it is all St. Lucia right now. That is Kimani Alphonse on the backstretch. It is all St. Lucia. Once we keep up with our passes, we should be good. And the next pass, it looks good. The next exchange is absolutely good. It is all St. Lucia. Grenada, however, is coming up. And the last pass, St. Lucia. The pass was a bit iffy, but hopefully we can maintain. It's St. Lucia, Grenada, St. Lucia. All the way it is St. Lucia for the finish. St. Lucia, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica. It is all St. Lucia today, ladies and gentlemen, in the 4x100 meters. Lucia passe. It's all St. Lucia in the 4x100 meters. Up next, we'll have the 4x100 meters men. Yeah, you can complete your view. You don't want to? Straight from the race, we have a St. Lucian athlete. Please state your name for us.
My name is Joy Edward.
Joy Edward, I've heard so much about you. How was the race for you?
It was really good. I know we were going to win.
Yeah.
So we did it.
Yeah, that's such confidence. You said we know we are going to win. What other events did you do?
I did discus and shot put.
Wow, so you're a thrower and a sprinter.
Yes, I am.
Wow. How was your preparation for the games like?
I was really prepared.
Great.
It was in my head, mentally, physically. and I came and I did what I have to do.
Exactly. All of it. You did very well. You guys executed. Your passing was very good. What do you think of the passing?
It was really great.
It was. Did you guys practice a lot of passing or not really?
Not really. But I know if we practice, we would have done really better.
Even better. Even better. Wow, that's great. All the best for the rest of the game.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. We just had the 4x100, which was absolutely exciting. Relays tend to be the most exciting part of the track and field day. Usually you have 4 members in each team and they're all trying to do one thing, which is win. Whoever crosses that line first are the winners. So you have 4 people coming together trying to win, and we just saw St. Lucia was able to pull off the victory in the 4x100 meters. We're gonna have the 4x100 meter boys next. The teams are coming up right now. Hopefully St. Lucia can repeat. She was there, but you guys. Camera is this way. We have with us the 4x1 quartet who just won that race. Can you guys say your names for me, please?
Joy Edward.
We know Joy.
Kimani Alphonse.
We know Kimani.
Dia Gerald.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Maya Hippolyte.
We know Maya also. How was the race for you guys?
It was amazing. Yeah.
What did you think? The best, right? What did you think of the exchanges?
We could have done it better, but it was good.
Right. I know once you win, that means that's all you came to do, so it doesn't matter. But moving forward, of course, you guys would like to make the changes, the exchanges better, right?
Yes, for sure.
And do you have any more events left for the day? What do you do? Aren't you supposed to do the 4x4?
My legs can't take the 4x4.
Your legs can't take the 4x4.
I think
need you.
I'll try.
You'll try? Okay, don't force it. You know we don't want any injuries. We're having a great meet so far. Everyone is healthy. So all the best for the rest of the meet. Do you guys participate in any of the other sports?
Full time.
But you guys done for the meet, so you guys just relaxing now.
Yes, sir.
But you guys get to be at least cheerleaders for the other teams, right? You got to cheerlead. Remember, you have to cheerlead. Yeah, make noise for everyone and continue to support and encourage. Congratulations, guys. Amazing run. All right, bye. There we have it, the quartet for the 4x1, the victors in the 4x100 meter relay. We're about to have the 4x100 men, which promises to be just as exciting as the females race. Oh, it was?
Yes.
I was trying to move on the side, but I was like...
100 meters dash. In lane 3, St. Lucia. Lane 4, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Lane 5, Dominica. And lane 6, Grenada.
And we're about to begin the 4x100 men. The crowd is about to be quiet. It's so funny, right? Well, funny, interesting. The crowd gets really quiet, and once the gun goes off, it's just
pure noise. Almost chaos.
Pure pandemonium in the stands. Everyone is just excited. And as you could see, the crowds, the spectators actually grew as the event went by. So that's even better. They actually grew.
But
so
what's
we have
interesting is, well, not interesting, what we were hoping is that we're going to take the male version in the 4x1. We're hoping that we're going to take this event, so we're going to have male and female king and queen kind of
King and queen 4x1, yeah, absolutely. That's what we want to see. Hey, we're at home, we want to win. We want to win everything from here on out. So we'll be cheering Team St. Lucia. Guys at home, you could cheer also. Send your energy via the air or wherever.
We'll
hear you. We'll feel you. The athletes will feel you. They will feel the support. They will feel the belief. So please support from home on your couch.
I was so happy I was not here just now.
For the 4x1.
For the 4x1.
Yeah, you would have been bouncing all over the place.
And we can have that. When I saw the first leg, remember the first leg was Joy. I told you about her.
Yeah, and the second leg was Kimani,
the
which complimented her. Yeah, just as well.
Everything went smoothly. The exchanges, everything we spoke about.
She's no longer a double bubbler. We should call her like what, the triple ripple or something like that. You know, because she is just expanding. Yeah, she's making waves right now. Exactly, making waves right now at the 2018 Windward Island School Games. She is.
And we're about to go into the quiet storm. Ooh. I hope
quiet storm.
I'll have to pay duties.
And they're off and cheering. Grenada! Oh my goodness, Grenada is out, and St. Lucia is coming up though. Coming up, first exchange. We can clearly see the first exchange, but Grenada is out. St. Vincent and the Grenadines and St. Lucia in third, Dominica in fourth, as of what we could see. And we have the Let's Go Lucia chant going. Let's go Lucia, let's go. And off the bend we look to be strong. And it is the last stretch and we can no longer see anything until the last 20. And it's a battle, it's a battle, it's a battle. Grenada. It's Grenada, St. Vincent and St. Lucia third, really close. And Dominica coming in fourth. It was a really close race.
We needed to change the arrangement of the runners just now because
possibly. I'm not too sure. I'm not very familiar with the runners, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, we're just going based on what we see.
Yeah.
But Grenada, wow, we absolutely strong athletes. That was a strong finish. St. Vincent in second also, and St. Lucia in third place.
We almost had the best. What I like is that we maintained our third place. Because the young man came. The young man came and he made sure he was not last. You could see that because he pushed up until the end to the exchange. He pushed. However, we did have a fumble, well, not a fumble, but an awkward batter exchange in the second leg.
That tends to happen.
And the third leg, we have a very disappointing.
It tends to be a little bit more tricky around the bend in that exchange.
Right.
So, but nevertheless, we were able to finish. If you do drop the baton, sometimes it's difficult to be able to recover from that.
Right. But remember the fluency we were speaking about in the exchange?
Yeah, the fluidity that we want to have.
Thank you.
Right,
Well, we lacked that. Team St. Lucia lacked that just now. In our demonstration, I didn't look back at all. I automatically just knew where he was going to be. But in Team St. Lucia, the third leg had to look back. He kept looking back to see where the guy, which slows you down.
And that is something you have to build over time, that trust that you have to build in your teammate, that you don't even look behind, you just listen to his voice, and based on that voice, you are able to move forward.
Yes, that's very true, very true. And it comes with a lot of trust, not just confidence, but trust. because then you lack that ability to see behind you, and a lot of people you see them looking back, but it's not good to look back because it slows you down.
Yeah, it takes away from the forward momentum that we're trying to gain, that these athletes are trying to gain rather. And we're trying to gather Team Grenada after the victory to come in so we could have a word with them.
They're not giving up the gold battle.
I know, they want to hold on the gold battle. I agree. Grenada is so confident. Let me go to the middle. All right, so come around this way. So we have with us right now Team Grenada, the quartet, who plays third in the 4x1, first in the 4x1 relay. How was the race for you guys? Let me get your names first of all.
Rico Mulchi, Kamali Felix,
Nathaniel Mack,
Kyle Gibson.
How was the race for you guys?
It was good,
It was alright. He was alright, just a little. It was real good.
It was real good. I mean, as long as you win, the race must have been good. How was the training preparation in terms of battle exchange? Because you guys look really good out there with the exchanges.
It was long hours,
Long hours.
It was complicated, but we had to get things right, so yeah, we did.
Okay.
Well, as you said, we had a lot of practice, a lot of this, a lot of that, and we just pulled him and win.
I just want to big up Coach Albert. If it wasn't for him, then
Mr. Albert.
All right, that's great, that's great. All those long hours paid off because today you guys executed and was able to pull off the win. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, all the best for the rest of the games. That was the winners for the 4x100 meters men. Grenada was able to take that victory. Stay tuned, we have coming up next the 4x4 men and women, the last events of the days. Oh, the camera is this way. So come here. We're about to interview Team St. Lucia. You guys just state your names. We have one more missing. All right, just state your names.
Kelly Charles.
Amani Modest.
Shelton St. Rose.
Ethan James.
How was the race for you guys?
Well, to me, in my leg, it was very disappointing. Someone came in my lane, causing me to trip over a battle. So.
Someone came in your lane.
Yeah,
it should be a disqualification. Hopefully, the judges realize that.
For me, I got the battle, got out quick, held it through, and just brought it to third leg, and I did it quick.
All right.
well, just got the battle too late.
Too late. Yeah, you were last leg, right? Yeah, that's tough.
I believe that we needed a good start, and that's what I tried to do, and just to push the team forward. And although certain circumstances, we still give it all our best. And
Exactly. Finishing third is still a good showing, is still a good performance. We're going to be on the podium and we're still going to get the points that we wanted. How was the preparation for those games?
It was kind of good.
Yeah, we had a camp week before for preparation and to gel as a team. So.
All right, that's good.
Well, for me, I didn't train that much. Just came into competition and do what I had to do.
You need to train some more then. You need to definitely train some more.
well, it was good. Based on the way we executed out there, it was.
All of us still have one more year. So.
One more year. All right, that's great. So we look forward to seeing you guys next year in Dominica, right? It's going to be in Dominica. Next year, Windward Island Games is going to be down in Dominica, and all four of those guys are going to be there to do battle again. Congratulations, guys. All the best for the rest of your season and career. Team St. Lucia. Oh, where did you get this flag from?
I stole it.
You stole it. We do not endorse any type of stealing. You borrowed it. She borrowed it, ladies and gentlemen. She borrowed it.
I borrowed it. I'm messing.
Thank you very much for your flag. Oh, here we have Mega Michael. Come through. This is Michael Mega Boost, the island's premier long distance runner. How's it going, Mega?
I could say so far so good. The team has been doing the best.
Yeah.
I could say the only thing that disappointed in that the team they did not have any other meet after national champs before getting into this game, so that they could be race fit. Really, they are fit to say, but that's the only disappointment I have right now.
And that is an extremely good point, because the lack of competition you could see is kind of hindering the athletes just a little bit because of their experience. They don't have as much experience coming into these games and as many meets as they would want to.
Oh yes, that's really the one that's what we're lacking in. I think that time to come that we should look forward into this before going into any meet like that, because after national champs, like we say, they have anything else but to just sit back and relax, do your training. Coming in a race, you're not race fit coming in here. it's not good at all.
Yeah, that is a good point. That is the first race that these athletes are having, well, St. Lucian athletes at least are having for the past almost month or so. So like you said, they're probably not as race ready. But nevertheless, they have to show up and perform the best that they can. What's next for you, however, in your...
Well, for me, next is training. Next month, I start back my training and, look out for me in the scene, the long distance scene as usual. Yeah.
All the best, man.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Sure, you're welcome, no problem. Yeah.
I got it back.
And we have Shama back here with the flag.
I mean...
So Grenada is quite satisfied with the performance in the 4x100.
Wouldn't you, Miggy? I mean, look, did you see that win? That win was...
A win is a win.
You
a win
didn't
is a
even
win.
need that photo finish.
And we have another spectator here with us, former athlete and representative for St. Lucia in the Windward. Former athlete and representative in the Windward Island Games. No, former representative for St. Lucia in the Windward Island Games. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that is what I'm saying.
I'm just taking it back by my flag.
What do you think of the energy right now?
The energy is really live. I see Rochelle on the mic making everybody hype up.
Yeah. It is. And the crowd is actually growing minute by minute. More people are coming through and it's very exciting. It's just a pity that the crowd is growing towards the end of the meet because we had this excitement from the beginning. Lucia's time, right? Yeah, everyone,
But many people don't know it's a free event.
Exactly.
A lot of people thought you had to pay for it.
Yeah, it is a free event, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are in the area, we still have some exciting events remaining and the opening ceremony. So if you're close by, swing down. It's at the George Odlum Stadium. If you're close by, please come in and have some fun. Enjoy some free track and field. Regional, it's not even local, it's regional. We have other countries here, so please come and support. And not only that, we have other events throughout the week on the Philip.
Volleyball is at 2, basketball is at 7.
Exactly, at the Philip Masler ground. And
volleyball is in Meerkout. Basketball is in Beaufort.
Right, exactly.
So see you there, come support.
Come support.
Bring your flag,
all the events are in the south. So for the people in the north, you have to travel down to the south. Come on, people, it's not that far. She said finally. I mean, yeah, we have the Boston Cricket Ground to the north, but you guys have the track in the south, so it kind of balances out. But if you're in the north, it's just a drive away. It's not that far. We're in St. Lucia. We're on a small island. Please come down to support if you can. We would have events throughout the entire week. We will be expressing or telling the schedule so that you will know exactly what time to come to these events and to those competitions.
Ensure to bring a friend.
Bring many friends. Bring something that makes noise also, because we want to support Team St. Lucia.
Make your shot, put stones in your bottle.
There you go.
Exactly,
As original as it can get,
as
the best of us. We like that kind of creativity. Bring out the house.
Bring your songs, write your songs to come and sing.
Yes.
Right. We have home court advantage. We want to put it to good use. We want the athletes to feel the support from the home crowd, to feel the support from the locals. Because, we want to pull out this win.
Yes.
We were second last year.
Yes, we were.
Second overall. Second 2 years in a row. Come on, 2 years in a row?
That's a comeback though.
That's a comeback. Okay, it's a comeback.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much.
Why you have to put us out like this? You're just putting all our business out. Even if we place last, we place second for 2 years in a row. We're trying to get the win today. The last don't matter. Sometimes you have to place last to come first. That is. I'm trying to shape it. I'm gonna shape it for you.
You see, but that's what it is.
Right.
When you can take your trials and make them your victories, then you become a better person.
It's true. Without trials, you cannot get stronger.
One of the female basketballers that we had.
Yes, basketball players. Yeah, she was.
You came after as one of the first basketballers.
Yeah,
so we have something in common.
Yeah, we all have something in common. We've all represented St. Lucia at the Windward Island Games.
Yes.
I was there at 2011, so that was in Dominica. I ran the 400, the 1500, the 800 meters, and the 4x4.
Wow.
Yeah, I had quite a busy day.
Wow.
Yeah. I was also the captain of the team.
Whoa.
Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Team captain.
Oops, I forgot.
Forgot to mention. Yeah.
And she was the basketball captain, if I remember correctly. No.
Oh, he wasn't the captain.
No.
Kamika. President.
Nice. That's cool. You were on the team, that's what counts. Yeah.
To me, you were there 2 years? How many years?
Yeah, 3 years, but I was the captain.
3 years.
Kamika was the captain for 3 years.
Okay, it's fine. At least you represented, that's what counts.
Yes. Call out. Say, why aren't you here? You know
should be here.
Going on. You should
we
be
should
here.
have all past representatives of the Windward Island Games coming out to support our country. we have hundreds, if not thousands, of former Windward Islands athletes, because this has been going on for decades now. Decades. Donkey years, like people will say. Donkey years. And you know, I feel like there should be more awareness of these games, because the games actually cycle between the 4 countries, between the 4 islands. It cycles. So next year is going to be Dominica, the year after Grenada, and the year after that St. Vincent, and then it comes back to St. Lucia in 2021, thereabouts. 2022. That's what I said.
No, you said 2021.
I said 2022, then I said 2021 thereabout. I was trying to make sure my calculation was right. 2022. I know 18 plus 4. I do math.
So, but I have a question. I've always had this question. How did it feel playing the basketball? Because it's one thing to play at home, but it's another thing to play in other countries. How did you feel having to be yourself, express yourself, and not lose it?
Honestly, before every game, I am nervous, but once you get onto the court, you forget everything around you, and then you just start playing your game. In St. Lucia is the time where I'm nervous the most, because people I know coming out to see me, and you don't want to disappoint them and everything. But when I'm in the other countries, I just do my thing, because I know no one I know is over there. So I find playing in the other countries is really easy compared to playing in your own country, which I know a lot of athletes probably feel the same way as well. So
it's true. There's usually a lot more pressure at home. Sometimes your family might be there, your friends might be there. You don't want to mess up. If you mess up, everyone sees it.
Why didn't you pass the ball? Why didn't you shoot the ball? That's just how it is.
Now, I'm quite surprised by that response, because I have had personal experience to be able to watch her in a different country and to see at home. I would never have thought she was nervous, ever. She when she comes on the court, she is demanding, she is controlling, she knows, she's determined, and she never loses it.
I mean, you have to show the confidence. If you show the opponents that you're afraid, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. They're going to destroy you. So it's best that you show, that confidence to let them know that, hey, I'm here to play today. I know you're here to play, but I'm here to play, and you have to be better than me for you to beat me. That's the attitude you have to have.
I agree. When she trains with the boys. I'm going to put all your business out.
Oh, she does?
Everything out.
I guess that's how you get better. You train with someone who's better,
She goes one-on-one. She's like, I'm going to take you down. And I'm like, dude. But I mean, for young athletes coming up, what would you tell them, especially in the sport of female basketball, which is not widely played? So what would you tell them to encourage them to come out and play, encourage them to pick up this sport? Because I know it's difficult.
I've been watching people like female basketballers train for the first time in basketball, and they want to give up because they cannot dribble the ball and they see others dribbling the ball. Honestly, I started off the same way as them. I didn't know how to dribble the ball. I didn't know how to shoot the ball. I didn't know how to do anything. So once you keep practicing, get a little ball, dribble around, shoot the ball, practice, watch videos. Because I even watch videos to practice, learn new skills and everything. So watch videos and be motivated. Like in St. Lucia, a lot of people will be like, you won't reach fine female basketball because it's not really a good common sport in the country. But don't listen to them. Like continue practicing, and one day someone will pick you up. You never know who comes. They have coaches from all different countries coming down to St. Lucia. They probably come on holiday and they see you dribbling on the court, and then they want to pick you up and bring you to their country. So
you made one crucial point. You said watch videos. I feel like a lot of young athletes, they don't watch enough tape or enough videos. They only think the internet is for Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and YouTube and whatever, WhatsApp. But you could use that as a very powerful tool. There is a ton of information out there on each and every sport. It is not just track and field. It's not just basketball. It's every other sport. There's different techniques that you could use to implement different training methods. There's just a host of information, a multitude of information out there that you guys could tap into, and you could get, before it was only your coach. That's all you had. Just your coach. Just your coach tell you this, that, and you just have to listen to your coach. But now you have coaches from all over the world that you could actually access and gain that information that you need to be able to become a better athlete, a more elite athlete, to take your level, your skill, your talent, your trade to the next level.
So while I'm at it, putting your business out, everybody, let's continue. Where are you now?
I'm now playing in Georgia for Raven Gapner Coaches School.
Okay.
So
Nice. I didn't even know all this. Nice. That is great.
So, yeah, I'm going back on Thursday because Friday I have a competition in Atlanta. So there'll be like more than 60 courts, more than 16,000 actual athletes playing, more than 300 college coaches coming to watch you play. So it's quite a big place.
That's quite a huge event. Don't feel nervous. Don't make her nervous.
I went to one before and there were like 20 courts there and I'm like, oh my God, everyone's watching me. I'm like, everyone's watching me, but like I said, you look around and the whole crowd is there. But once you're on the court, all you see is you and the court and your teammates. You don't see anyone else watching you, so you don't feel nervous. I mean, you hear people shouting from the sideline, but you block it out back from the second you hear it. So
that's really great vision and focus to have.
Yeah,
it is.
That is actually crucial in team sports because, well, with athletics, you alone running, but when you play in a team sport and you pay attention to the crowd, you lose your focus, your teammates vibe with you, and your teammates lose their focus, and then it's a struggle to get back. So I like that she says, you need to learn to block it out because it's you depending on more than one person, like the 4x1 and the 4x4. It is a team sport, ladies and gentlemen, and anything that can affect one person affects everybody. And it's ridiculous how easy it is, but it's also how good the team can come together and correct it. And you're right, the chemistry.
And we're going to have the 4x400 meters, male and female, pretty soon. So please stay tuned. Thank you very much. And we are live at the 2018 Windward Island School Games where we have the 4x400 meter relay in progress right now. St. Lucia is currently in first place with St. Vincent in second, Grenada in third, and Dominica in fourth. Team St. Lucia is on the feet. Everyone is livid right now, excited. St. Lucia is first place with a long, very long lead. We have one more leg after this leg. So hopefully we maintain throughout the entire race and finish strongly. St. Lucia is about to come through. St. Lucia.
Now, listen, we did not start in first place, but this young lady is maintaining it. She's not giving up. Now, we cannot exactly see her on the home stretch, but you can feel the energy that's being put out by the supporters, that she is maintaining it. And
St. Vincent took it. Oh, we had a collapse, not a collapse, but that leg must have been a very difficult leg. We went from first to third right now, and we have our last leg, last lap to go. We have St. Vincent in first, Grenada in second, and St. Lucia in third. The order of things have changed. St. Lucia is currently in third. We were in first with such a long lead. I thought we had this in the bag. It's never done until the end. Is Grenada coming up? Grenada coming up. Grenada. It is now. Wait. St. Vincent is holding. St. Vincent is holding. It is no longer Grenada. It is now St. Vincent, Grenada, St. Lucia, and Dominica fourth place. St. Vincent is holding. Grenada is mounting another charge. Is Grenada coming off the bend as they mount another charge? St. Vincent is in first. Let's see how this one is going to end, ladies and gentlemen. The 4x4 is always so exciting. Is Grenada coming? And St. Vincent holds on. St. Vincent holds on. 751 of St. Vincent holds on. Is Grenada and St. Lucia in third.
This
goodness.
race was a nail biting.
From the start to the beginning. First of all, St. Lucia wasn't first in the beginning. It was Dominica leading off.
Right.
For those who didn't see it, Dominica was leading off, and then St. Lucia came through. But then on the third leg, something maybe happened to the athlete.
Something happened.
It's called the monkey. Bend. The monkey is called some people call the monkey. They call the monkey on your back when you hit that wall and you could no longer push.
Oh, wow.
She was struggling to finish. She passed the battle in third, and we ended up finishing third. Nevertheless, we're still on the podium, and we're still gonna get the points required to push us forward.
But look at that. Remember, we keep talking about Team St. Vincent. And look, they came out hard to ensure that they took this win. So we have possible an uproar, an overthrowing, and everything right about now. Everything.
Possible dethroning.
So Team Grenada, let's see what happened, because they just got the 9 points that they were missing.
Right. But keep in mind, Grenada did place second, so they do get 7 points for placing second.
So we still have a bit of a struggle. So let's see what is going to happen. The triple jump.
It's a back and forth kind of tug going on right now.
It was so hyped that the triple jump has been put on pause. Nobody wanted to step back so the guys could drum. The guys didn't want to drum. They wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah, and cheer on the teammates, which is quite understandable.
I am rooting. I'm still rooting for Team St. Lucia no matter what I say. I'll always be Team St. Lucia.
Absolutely, no choice. We have the 4x4 men coming up, the last running event of today, the 4x400 meters men.
So you can hear the crowd
already cheering them on.
Our guys hyping the girls, telling them welcome back. That was a good run, which it was.
Absolutely.
We are hoping to see even more on the courts, because this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Just the beginning of things to come. Just the beginning of the excitement.
Right.
Just the beginning of the games. This is only the track aspect. We have netball to come, football to come, men and women basketball, men and women volleyball. All for you in the south, all within the area, coming to you soon.
For those of you who do not know, the official opening ceremony is going to happen at 6 p.m. tonight. Well, a little later than that, we went a bit late.
Overtime.
Arthur has just walked in, so those of you who are fans of Arthur, you can come down and support. Now, for those of you who do not have a bit of a history of the sports, in netball, we have always had a back and forth with netball, but we are the reigning champions.
We are.
Yes, we are. Okay. We are the reigning champions for netball. So as you heard Kelsey, as you heard Kelsey say, they're coming back to take their crown. Basketball has always gone to Grenada. Usually. So this year I see we have some big tall boys, so we're ready for them.
Yep, we have some tall guys.
Oh, we have the
St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're trying to round up the team. Where's the rest of your team? They come in. We could interview you so far.
He does not look
we
like
have
he
interviewed
does.
right so far.
Excuse me?
You were here earlier on, right?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
you were. Can you say your name again?
Samir Shamayo.
Right. How was the 4x4 for you?
Well, at first, I wasn't feeling so good to run the 4x4. So I just took up mine, just run and done. And finished the race strong. That's all.
Yeah, and you ran well indeed because you guys ended up placing first, right?
Yes, please.
But you do not look like you just ran a 4x4. You look like you just stepped out, you went to take a swim and the waves were rough and you're ready to... You look refreshed. You look good.
You look like you could do it all over again.
Yes, please.
Maybe, yes.
I told you when I grew up, I wanted to be just like a...
I know. Pretty phenomenal. You had a really great run today. Thanks for coming to St. Lucia. You have any other events that you're going to participate in? Other sports?
Yes, please. Netball and basketball.
Netball and basketball. You do everything then. You do netball, basketball and track. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, we're looking forward. Right.
So keep it up and enjoy. Welcome to the fair island of St. Lucia.
All the best for the rest of the games.
Yes, same to you all.
Thank you.
Right, that is always the case though.
Think about that, yeah.
That is always the case.
Okay,
so for those persons who do volleyball and netball and female basketball, you have a tough time. Now
Yeah, they will
thankfully
cut
she's
out to
only
them.
doing netball and basketball. There may be one day that they clash. I will get the schedule around here somewhere.
Sure, definitely. We'll have it for you guys as soon as possible.
1 second, right? I'll give back to you in a second.
Oh, and we just borrowed the current results. So, we have females for the females. In first place, St. Vincent and the Grenadines with 133 points. Grenada in second place with 121 points. St. Lucia in third place with 103 points. And Dominica in fourth place with 79 points. And on the men's side, we have Grenada in first place with 118 points. St. Vincent and the Grenadines in second place with 91 points. St. Lucia in third place with 88 points, and Dominica in fourth place, that's on the women's side, with 70 points. And the points totals, Grenada is currently in first place with 259 points, St. Vincent and the Grenadines second with 224 points, St. Lucia in third place with 191 points, and Dominica in fourth place with 149 points. It doesn't look so well for St. Lucia at this point.
not.
We look stuck in third place currently.
Which is good. I take third place.
And they're off in the 4x400 meters, boy. The last running event of today. And St. Lucia is absolutely flying. He is out of as of now, passing the outside runner. You know you're moving when you pass the runner outside to you. The runner on your right,
really?
yeah, once you pass him, that means you're moving. He put it in work. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, he is putting in work, I can tell you. And we're currently in first place. He looks to be powering out on that last bend, powering the finishing. Grenada, however, is coming back really strong. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is also still in this race. And St. Lucia is holding. Grenada with a powerful finish, but St. Lucia holding on. St. Lucia holding on for the first pass, and it is St. Lucia. It is St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada. St. Vincent, however, is making the early move. So for the 4x4, the first lap is run in lanes. The first 100 in the second is run in lanes, and they break out for the first lane. And right now we have St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Grenada. Grenada making a powerful move on the back, passing the St. Lucian outfit. Is now St. Vincent, Grenada, and is now St. Vincent, Grenada, and St. Lucia. I'm trying to compete with the other commentators. Oh my word, she has too much energy, way too much energy. It is St. Vincent, Grenada, and St. Lucia, Dominica. He is finishing so strong. My word, he is.
It's like he didn't even
Good
run
pass,
just
and then
now.
we have Grenada, we have St. Lucia in third, and Dominica finishing. The Grenadian athlete looks on the hunt for St.
Yes,
Vincent.
he
He
is.
looks absolutely determined. He is on the hunt. Let us see what he could produce right here.
He's going to take it.
You think he is? Oh, he's gaining. Hold on, he's gaining.
Yeah.
Let us see if St. Vincent has another gear. This is usually where you have that second gear for the second 200 in the 400. You have that next gear that you hit to be able to maintain. And it is coming in for the Grenadian.
I believe
Can the St. Vincent guy hold? Can the St. Vincent guy hold? And around the bend, it is Grenada around the bend. Grenada just took command of the race. Grenada is now in first place. We have St. Vincent in second and St. Lucia in third, Dominica in fourth. This is the last leg. It is still close between Grenada and St. Vincent. Rather close. The St. Vincent athlete just got a little bit tripped up by his crowning. St. Lucia is in third.
And St. Lucia just went out strong.
St. Vincent is just biding his time. Grenada is also jogging. It is a tactical race right now. It is a tactical race, ladies and gentlemen. They are just waiting for the right time to move. They are playing cat and mouse right now. The Grenadian athlete is now looking at the St. Vincent outfit saying, hey, what's up, bro? You want a piece of this? You want a piece of this? It is about to go down. And the St. Vincent guy looked to make the first move. He's making the first move. The St. Vincent guy made the first move, but the Grenadian is coming back. The Grenadian is coming back, and he is kicking it all the way home. It is Grenada. Wait, St. Vincent is not giving up. St. Vincent is not giving up. Grenada looks back. You know he has it.
Oh, we're going to need a photo finish.
Photo finish. We have no idea. The St. Vincent and the Grenadians athlete, he just deep. The Grenadians slow down. Number one rule in track and field, you never slow down. You run through the line. This is the number one. Every coach will tell you, run through the line. As of now, we do not know. That is overconfidence. That is being cocky. As of now, we are not sure if the St. Vincent athlete was able to pass, but it is St. Lucia in third for sure, Dominica in fourth. As of now, we have no idea if St. Vincent or Grenada took it home. He dipped at the end of the line, whilst the Grenadian was easing up. You never do this. You're not Usain Bolt. You are not Usain Bolt. You do not have the license to slow up before the race is done. You do not have that license. You do not have that authority.
You only do that when you have a lead.
It doesn't matter if you have a lead. At this level, everyone is hungry to win. Remember, you said St. Vincent is trying to prove a point. They're out here to get this money. And by the looks of it, he possibly got it. Money, points, win. Money is an analogy for winning or whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say. But this is, oh my word, this is quite something. We will have to wait for the official results, as we do not know who just took that race. Grenada took it.
Unofficially?
Officially. We are hearing, it is still unofficial. It is unofficial. We still have a tie. We're trying to differentiate between those two teams. It may come down to the millisecond, to the split second, to the hundredth, to the thousandth of the second. We're not sure as yet. Still waiting. So this concludes the track events. I believe we still have some field events. We still have triple jump going on and some of the throws. He left. We're trying to get the Grenadian team to come through, because I believe Grenada was the winner of that race. We're still not sure as yet, unofficially. We could see that some of the athletes are absolutely spent. We're going to give them some time to just gather their breath and be able to communicate to us as to how the races went for them. But what a day it has been. This is only the first day, and what a day it has been.
It has been a tremendous day, and everybody's laying their hearts out on the track. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is only, like I've said, the tip of the iceberg.
This is the appetizer.
Yes.
Appetizer,
yes. Of what is to come. If this is what you've seen for this today, far less for the other sports.
When it gets more intense.
And these people come out, they come out even harder than they are right now.
I feel like I'm on the verge of losing my voice. It's only the first day. I need my voice for the rest of the days. I'm on the, oh man. I'll have to get some lime and honey or something.
Ginger,
lime and honey, that works.
Or you can get the ginger sweet. But ladies and gentlemen, make it your business.
Your duty. Your honorary duty, your national duty, national pride, everything that you have. You, St. Lucian, find a way, if you can, to come support the youth, the young people of St. Lucia out here competing, laying their heart, their soul, their mind, their body, their everything on the line for country. The least we could do is come out to support them.
Once again, it is free. Admission, non-existent.
You know Lucian's like a freeness already, all right? Admit it, Lucian's like a freeness. It is free. You don't have to pay anything.
I didn't say
Just
that.
come and support.
I didn't say that.
Like,
I'm not going to say that.
You don't know Lucians like a freeness.
I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
it's not just Lucians. Everybody like a freeness.
Thank you very much.
Because other countries like freeness too. But everybody like freeness in general. But this is free. So come out and support and enjoy. Enjoy. Oh my goodness. Look at this. So we just received the official results of the 4x400 meters. And St. Vincent dipped out Grenada at the line. Oh my word.
Officially, ladies and gentlemen.
Officially. St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Took it.
They took it. He must be spanking himself upside the head right now. What were you thinking, young man? Like I said, you're not Usain Bolt. You do not have the license to slow up before the line. And as a result, they won 12 points. For the relays, however, the point systems are a bit different. First place receives 12 points, second place 10 points, third place 8 points, and fourth place 6 points. So there you have it. St. Vincent are hungry. We're gonna get this. We're gonna try to attempt to get the St. Vincent team. They must be ecstatic right now, jumping all over the place because of this last victory. Like we said, track and field sets the tone for the Windward Island Games. It's the first event. It sets the tone. It sets the ambience. Oh, we have a St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yeah. I know, I'm talking too much. We have a St. Vincent and the Grenadines athlete. Were you the guy in the last leg? Oh my goodness, what a stellar run. Absolutely phenomenal performance. I'm just so excited right now. How did that feel for you?
Well, it was hard for me.
It was hard, yeah.
Yeah, so I came out here to try remitting the victory. My coach always told me to never give up, so I just run straight to the line. Because when I was running, I saw the guy looking back, so I said, boy, don't try to diss me like that.
Right, exactly. Don't try and diss me like that. And I noticed you guys were playing a cat and mouse for the last 200. In fact, the last 250, last 300, you guys were playing a cat and mouse because you caught up to him, but he didn't go right away. He was waiting for you to make the move. Then he made the move. But then in the end, you made the ultimate move by diving through the line.
Well, yeah, but I was really tired from the rest of the events this morning.
Right.
But I tried to just conserve how much energy for the finish. So I finished my weak part, so I just had to save enough to go home.
Yeah. And you're such a young athlete, but you show so much maturity and so much poise, so much experience in the sense that you were able to save just enough energy and kick at the right moment. And not just kick at the right moment, but you ran through the line, most importantly.
Well, I just want to make my country proud, you know. The folks back home are looking up to us, so we come out and give it our best.
Absolutely. And this you did. I'm sure the folks back home are absolutely proud. Your coaches, your teammates, everyone around you, everyone in your camp is absolutely proud of your performance today. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. There we have it, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines athlete who ran all the way through the line. He never gave up. He went all the way through the line and he was able to win, pull off the victory by mere milliseconds, split seconds, hundredths of a second. He was able to pass the Grenadian athlete who was slowing up throughout the race. Folks, let this be a message to you in life that you never slow up towards the end. No matter how confident you think you are, no matter how much you feel that you have, not just the race, but no matter how confident you feel in life, never give up towards the end. Always push all the way towards the end so you could get that victory. Don't take anything for granted. Don't take the lead that you have for granted in life. Don't take it for granted. No matter where you are right now in life, always push forward all the way to the end. That is what track and field could teach any individual. And here we have our St. Lucia national volleyball coach with us, Mr. Dennis St. Clair. Mr. St. Clair, how has the atmosphere of the games been so far?
I think it's been pretty good. Started late and dragged a bit, but I think it's been pretty good. I was hoping that St. Lucia would have been at least in the first two, but now we're down third. So it means that the ball spots will now have to come into play and do everything that just open the floodgates and do what we have to do. With us, with volleyball, we start our work tomorrow with the girls in their first match, and we continue there. So we have to at least take something out of athletics here and take it on the courts as of tomorrow and do what we have to do.
Yeah, I know, a tough break for St. Lucia today, but like you said, hopefully we could come back. How do you feel this sets the pace or momentum rather, for the games here on out?
Well, I think it's fine. And from what I know, football is raring to go, basketball is raring to go, volleyball, well, they can't wait. And the ladies start off tomorrow, and Wednesday back-to-back, and the boys Wednesday, Thursday back-to-back. And I think we have a couple of good volleyball teams there, and I think they could do what they have to do to take us home. I'm not sure whether we could make it at the top. We at home, to me, we should be first. But then all they could do, in fact, is their best. We've taught them all we could, and it's up to the players now to do the final thing for us.
What was the preparation like for the games? Well, specifically for you in the sport of volleyball.
Well, for volleyball, we've been at it all year.
Wonderful.
We've been at it all year. The only thing is the situation with the numbers. So you're basically left with 7 players. So you have just one sub. So anything that goes wrong there with a player, and in fact, I'm seeing one of my male players. He went to do high jump, and he's limping with his ankle. But he figures that's not a problem. He'll be ready on Wednesday. One of the girls went to do a race there as well, and she did some more damage to a bad ankle. So hopefully we will be able to come back tomorrow and do what we have to do.
Right, hopefully we get all those, niggles sorted out and everyone.
Yes, definitely. We will be ready as of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sleep tonight and get up.
Right.
Sleep,
eat, rest.
Yes, sleep, rest, and tomorrow come back hard.
All right. Thank you, Coach St. Clair, for being with us today.
You're welcome.
Come inside the
here with a basketball coach of Team St. Lucia, Coach DeMarville. How has the energy of the games been so far for you?
Well, so far I must say it's been ecstatic. It's been very energetic for sure. All the countries came out to actually win, and they kind of doing what they came out to do. What I expected from St. Lucia was to leave everything out on the field, and we actually did so. All our athletes, even if they were not the key person in the actual discipline, but they did their best, and we are very proud of them.
Right. And that's what the Windward Island Games is all about. Sometimes it may not be your main event, or you may have to do multiple events, but you still have to show up anyway. What was the preparation like for the basketball team?
Oh, well, our preparation was very intense.
Okay.
Speaking on the coaching behalf.
Right.
Our preparation was very intense. We actually have installed a new 6'8" phenom.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, 6'8".
Yeah, 6'8", and he's only 16, going to be 17. So that should be a plus for us, because we're looking to definitely dominate the basketball and win it as well, because basketball has been on a decline in this country, and we try to elevate basketball any means, any way possible.
Absolutely, and this is a great platform to elevate basketball. What more do you think could be done for the sport in St. Lucia to elevate it even more?
Well, basically what I think and what I'm doing, we start from the grassroots.
Okay.
We start from the minors, and we develop systems so that they can develop and they can actually have an interest to play this sport instead of just forcing the sport onto them. So we want to create avenues that they can walk in and actually say, I want to play basketball.
Right. That is good. That's a great point. Starting from the grassroots to spark that interest. What other aspects or areas, or what other organizations you could think could help that happen? Because as we all know, we need support in that regard. So what support do you think such a program would need?
Okay, I'll speak generally. I will not call out any individual or anything like that.
Of course not.
But I would just say it's our kids, it's our country, it's ours.
Right.
All right, we need to channel our talent, we need to harness our talent and see what we can get for the future. See what we can have, some NBA players, some future soccer players, no matter what sport it is. So I'm just calling out to the private sectors, to the government, to the entrepreneurs, to those that are just interested in the sport, those that have been part of the sport in the young days, and they're probably in the high positions, I would say. Come out, show your face, lend a hand, volunteer for some way. There's just so many ways that they can get involved and that can channel and just spark something so great in our country.
Exactly. I completely agree with you, Coach. Thanks for being here with us today.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And there we had it, the coach for the basketball team. He had some very valid points that we need the extra support from the public, the private sector, from the government of St. Lucia, from everyone in general, from the society, from the neighborhood down. We need everyone to come on board and be a part of this. We need to realize that sports is one of the way forward for the youth of the country.
It's true, it's very true. And talking about the youth, we have the mini of the minis. Come, miss. She's having her first interview done.
Oh, first interview.
First interview.
Are you nervous? No? Kind of? What's your name?
Angeli.
Look at the camera.
Angeli.
And what sports do you participate in?
Volleyball, netball. I do a little bit of basketball.
Oh, you do everything. Do you do track?
Yeah.
Track also. I always want to know if you do track, if you guys do track, because I feel like track is the basis for every other sport essentially, because you have to run. Do you look forward to participating in the Windward Island Games eventually?
Very much.
Very much. What sports would you want to do?
I want to do track, netball, and volleyball.
And volleyball. Okay, that's nice. And what school do you currently attend?
Dame Palace.
Nice.
So look, we have a budding multi-athlete already. Because she
I
started young, unlike us. Well, me, I should say. I started when I was in my teens. That was a long time ago. So, right? So she started young, and she's gonna have a different experience to you and I, because she has already started with the multi-events, and her body's going to be prepared for a day or a tournament such as this, which is 9 days of pure drama.
And how have you liked the game so far?
It went well. I hope that St. Lucia would have done better, but at least they did their best and became third.
Exactly. That's all we want to know, that we did our best. And you just stated that we placed third. We do have some results here. It is after 23 events. It's not the final scores yet, but as of now, the combined events, Grenada is in first with 249 points. St. Vincent and the Grenadines second with 236 points. St. Lucia third with 199 points. And Dominica in fourth place with 155 points. So as of now, we're in third place. It looks like we're going to retain this third place position. We would have liked to at least play second, because last year we placed second in the track, or even win on the home court. But it wasn't meant to be today. Our athletes, I believe, they put out a really strong performance. They're going to go back to the drawing board, continue to train, and come back even stronger next year. Thanks for being here with us today.
Can I get a high five?
Can I get a high five too? Thank you very much.
Feeling left out?
I wanted a high five.
Oh,
okay,
really?
it's okay for me to have a high five.
I'm sure.
In my pocket right here, we have currently a list of events which is going to happen. So events occurred, events times at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. So tomorrow, Monday the 23rd, we have volleyball female, Grenada versus Dominica, St. Lucia versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines at 2 p.m. And in the evening at 7 p.m., we have football, Grenada versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia versus Dominica. So come out, we have St. Lucia in the female volleyball and male football. We also have basketball at 7 p.m. We have Grenada female and St. Lucia versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines female. So we have a pretty packed day tomorrow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. We have six, yes, I wanted to make sure I count correctly. 6 events happening tomorrow, 6 competitions.
Well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, note the games begin at 2 and 7. It does not mean that both teams are playing at the same time.
Of course
We're
not.
going to have Team Grenada and Dominica the first game, and then depending on what time they finish, you're going to have the next game at
St. Lucia
versus Dominica. St. Vincent, sorry.
Yeah. Usually a game would be an hour and a half to 2 hours. It depends on the duration or how many points obtained or how far it goes, especially for volleyball. It determines how many sets the team goes to.
And
if it's 3 straight sets, it's like what? Barely half an hour, maybe a little over half an hour.
Well, you're speaking for males. The female volleyball takes a bit longer.
Okay,
So you have,
I mean, that's your sport, so you know, I cannot comment.
you have 25 points a set, best of 5. So you mean you need to win 3 of your sets in order to maintain your win.
Volleyball.
Now, if you win, if St. Vincent, who's playing? If St. Vincent takes, all right.
Let me look for the point system. You could continue.
All right, if St. Vincent takes 2 sets and St. Lucia has 1, we have to play another 2 sets to ensure that we know who wins. It's 3 sets out of the 5. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we need your support. We are going to be in Miku for volleyball and in Buford for basketball and football. We need y'all to turn up, turn out, and be loud. This is Black Heart all over again. Come and support the boys. The boys are a strong team. I believe most of them are from the south of the area. So you need to be here. Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
So let's just discuss the point systems a little bit again. So we're gonna have for male and female basketball 2 points for each winner, each game won 2 points, 1 point for each abandoned game, and 0 points if you lose. So please don't try to lose. The objective obviously is not to lose and to win. That's usually how it is. If 2 or more teams have the same win-loss record for all the games in the group, first, we would look at the higher goal difference. So depending on the goal difference, that would determine who breaks the tie, if you have tied on the same points. For netball now, the winner of each game receives 2 points. If you draw, you receive 1 point. And again, if you lose, you get 0 points. So the objective is not to lose. And if you have the same number of points, winners, like let's say 2 teams have maybe 6 points or 4 points, we're going to use the goal difference to be able to determine the winner.
So we're basically doing the same thing for all the sports.
Basically all the sports, except for volleyball, which is structured a bit differently. So if you win the volleyball match, remember it's best of 5. If you win 3 straight sets 3-0, you receive 5 points. If you win 3-1, you receive 5 points. If you win 3 sets to 2, you receive 3 points. And if you lose 2 sets to 3, you only get 2 points. This is the structure for volleyball. It's a slightly different. And
it would be difficult because we have more variables than the other sports.
Right, that is
because
true.
we have the possibilities of different things happening.
Exactly.
So I understand. I was wondering actually.
Yeah.
I played and I didn't know.
Now you know. So we have also football. Football is the regular. 3 points for each game won, 1 point for each game draw or abandon, and 0 points if you lose.
Not regular.
Yeah,
Everybody
regular.
else gets 2 points.
Oh no, I mean regular for football. Football is regularly 3 points you win for winning the game. Yeah, for football. And in the event that any 2 teams or more teams have the same number of points, the winners will be determined by goal differences. Of course, goal differences.
That means we do not go to a kick out then.
No kick out.
Penalties, right?
No penalties. We draw. 1 point for draw. Now within the point system, there is another all-encompassing point system. I know it's a lot of point systems.
That's too much
so
math.
I know it is a lot of math. So within the 7 sporting events, right? The breakdown is as followed. The first place in each sport receives 7 points. This is the grand total, right? 7 points. Second place receives 5 points. Third place receives 3 points. And fourth place receives 1 point.
Hold up.
So essentially,
Are you saying that if I win my game, so you are Dominica, I'm St. Lucia, I beat you in basketball, sorry. I beat you in basketball, I get 2 points, you get none.
right?
And then I get an additional.
It's not an additional. It's at the end of the entire game.
Oh, so
the accumulation, all the others. So like let's take for example today with track and field. Grenada placed first, right? They will receive 7 points to their combination, to the entire points that they're trying to get. 7 points to the team. Second place was St. Vincent, they received 5 points. Third place was St. Lucia, they received 3 points. And fourth place was Dominica, they received 1 point. So there's 7 events. The most amount of points you could accumulate is 49 points. So at the end of the game, the team or the country rather with the most points wins the event. So this is how it goes from here. So we're trying to get as many points as possible. So currently, Grenada is in first place overall because only one event has gone, which is track and field. The first place with 7 points. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is in second with 5 points. St. Lucia third with 3 points. And Dominica in fourth place with 1 point.
Now, if you note, in all that you're saying, everything is a 2-point difference.
2 point difference, right?
Means anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
No one is out of the competition as of now. No one is out. Everyone is still engaged. Everyone still has to fight as hard as they can to be able to come out with the victory. Again, Grenada defended the track and field title, and they will be looking to defend the overall title of the Windward Island School Game Championship.